Hey everybody, welcome back to the Kit Cave. Here we are, update video for the finale of this build series for the AMT ERTL USS Enterprise 1/1400th scale Enterprise C. Here we are, done and finished. Done and finished. Really happy with how this turned out. There's a few little things to be mindful of that I'll do a little bit better on the next build series, but overall really pleased with this. Certainly with the base here. I'll get the lights on for you in just a second so we can see this. Really happy with the color scheme that I did with this and the time invested into this kit. It's been a long time in coming, but it's been done and finished. First of all, let's start with the base. So this morning I've literally spent all of this morning getting all of the wiring installed, the support rod in, all the bits and all the wiring sorted out, the switch and the power jack, the circuit board all inside. The base here, I'm really pleased with how this has turned out, and so I'm happy that I spent the time this week to re-sculpt it, to remodel it in Blender, to get it backlit and illuminated, looking really good. I had to do a reprint on the top plinth because as I was painting the original version of it, you can see it here. This is the first one I did, or the second one done in white. You can see what's kind of happened here is the paint started to bleed through, and because the 3D print surface itself wasn't entirely sealed, and that's just the nature of 3D printing, certainly using an FDM printer, and I had some paint bleed come here. That's not in the surface, that's actually gone through in between the layers. So I was a bit annoyed about that, but rather than spending a lot of time faffing about with printer settings and trying to get this the printer all set up ready, printing quality that it probably wasn't going to achieve, I just simply did another reprint. This time with this base I got some Humbrol gloss coat, brushed it on 2 coats very liberally right across this top plinth to seal it all in, seal in any gaps, let that dry, and then went over with the Tamiya gloss black paint on top, and no bleeding of the paint whatsoever into the plastic itself. So going over it with Humbrol clear gloss sealed everything in and stopped the paint from bleeding. So that's the way to go on the next ones that I'll be printing off. But here we are. Let's get it all switched on then. Da-da-da. There we go. Look at that. Looking pretty good. I'm very pleased with how this base has turned out overall. Inside, plenty of room in there to feed the wiring. And I'm happy that I did all the little cutouts in the support struts to feed all those wires through. It keeps it all nice and neat and tidy inside. I will try and flip this over in just a second to show you what it's looking like on the internals, and with the shelf that I built for mounting the LEDs, also worked out really well to mount the circuit board onto that. Now with the LEDs, rather than having stood on the shelf, which was the intended purpose of the shelf, I actually put some LED strip tape, just literally glued it round the internal support wall here, shining through, and then wrapped around the rod piece on the inside. Just wrapped some aluminium tape to act as a bit of a reflector to shine in it. But that's looking really good. Very pleased with that. Overall, then there's the kit, all shiny. All the lights are blinking. It's very hard to see with the cave lights on, but the lights are coming through the windows. And the sails, yeah, I could have done that better, to be fair, but these are very hard to try and diffuse properly, and quite often with these kits you get this hot spotting going on, so I'll do better on the next kit with that one to try and figure out something that works. There's my little lights there. Come on, focus in. There we go. Flashy. But yeah, overall looking really good. Really happy with it. Very pleased. Underneath, there we go, all nice and lit up with the flashies going. I've got the torpedo launchers lit up there in the red. Really looking good. Let me get the lights off for you all so you can see this in the dark, because of course they always look better in the dark with the lights on. So let me just pop the camera down. There we go. There we are. Looking great. Looking really good. And look at that base. Look at that base shining. Wow, that looks absolutely amazing. Really happy with that. A little bit of light bleed coming through there, but that's an easy fix. Just a bit of putty and a bit of paintwork there, just to take care of that. But yeah, overall, that's looking awesome. I'm very happy overall with how this turned out and the time invested in this kit to put it all together. And this is one of those kits, as I probably mentioned in my first video, I actually started this just before lockdown first happened, and then because of lockdown and things going on, it kind of got put back on the shelf. And so this is a kit that's been 3 years in the making to get finished, so I'm pleased to finally have got there. But there we are. But that's looking really good, look at that. Very happy, very happy, very happy with that. Brilliant. And that base, as I keep saying, I'm chuffed with that base. And again, originally I never intended on this base to actually be backlit. It was just going to be a standard painted base. But what the hell, that looks bloody brilliant. Pardon the language there. So yeah, so the plan with the base now, of course, is as I've probably mentioned before, I've got other kits I've done in the past, as we all have, sat on a shelf, and I'm now going to start printing more of this same base and swapping out the bases to all the other kits that I've got built and standardising them all, because that looks really good. I'm really chuffed with that. Really nice. But there we go, everybody. The USS Enterprise C in all her glory. Before all the battle damage, obviously. But yeah, really good. These lights up here are a little bit dim. I think that was the choice of LED that I used in there, so I'll probably use the same ones as I put up here in the tops also, because they are looking a bit brighter. But there we go. Let's get the lights back on for everybody. Quick guided tour. Again, apologies for the poor camera work here. I'm not professional at this. I'll do the best that I can, but it's looking really good. Very happy with this. The lights are back on now, but there we are, fully lit up. Let me just again pop the camera down. Again, apologies for the camera work here. I really do need to buy a professional cameraman to help me with these videos. I really do. I wonder how much they cost. Anybody want to volunteer? Any takers? Anyway, let's get this off. Unplug this. I'm just going to flip it over just to show everybody the inside of the base here. Just flip it on over. You can see what's going on. So here we go, inside the base there, the way that I've modded it all. Got my switch, the power jack, all the holes in here and in the plinth worked out really well as intended to feed all the wiring through, and it just keeps all that wiring all nice and neat internally. You know, I don't go anything fancy with fixing wires down here. You know, a bit of hot glue, tack it into place. And it keeps it all good. What we're seeing there, that piece, that's the bottom side of the circuit board, which is mounted on the other side. Didn't bother to paint the bottom, you're not going to see it. But there we go. So that's what it looks like on the inside. Job's a good one, as we say. Job's a good one. There we go. Let's get that mounted back up. Flip her back over. Yeah, there we are. All done. All done. I was a little bit worried. When I was doing this morning, wiring everything up, because I was looking at the base thinking, you know, have I printed the base big enough? Is it a large enough surface area down here at the bottom? This is only at the bottom, you know, the longest diameter here at the bottom is only 5 inches, and I was thinking, is that going to be, you know, long enough or big enough? Clearly it is. Clearly it is. There we go. It supports it absolutely fine. Yeah, chuffed to bits. Chuffed to bits with it all now. As I said, the only thing I'll be trying to do a little bit differently on the next build that's coming up is the water nacelles. Find a way to get those properly diffused and so it's not hot spotting with all the LEDs. Yeah, bit of experimentation to do there. The other thing I'm going to do differently as well, and I think I'm going to experiment it from now on, is the mounting part. This is just, obviously, as a lot of us do as model builders, just the rods going up inside with all the wires feeding down through. I'm going to look to change that, I think, and I've actually bought to experiment with. I wonder if I can find it. Have I got it to hand? Yes, I have. One of these things. This is what's known as an aviation plug. A little aviation plug, and the whole purpose behind this is this piece will sit internally in the model. All your internal wiring will feed into these connector pins here. With the bottom bit connected to the support rod itself. And again, it's basically a plug. You can take it, take it apart and plug it in, and it just eliminates all the messy wires all hanging out the bottom. It keeps everything nice and neat. But there we go. But there we are, everybody. I'll wrap up now, so a quick update video for you just to show the completion of this kit. Just want to give a big shout out to everybody that's hit the subscribe button, and that has also hit the like button to my videos over this series, and for everybody that's left comments. I do appreciate each and every one. I do respond to all the comments that are posted as best as I can. So a big shout out to everybody for that. Thanks very much. It really does mean a lot. I don't want to be asking people to subscribe or hit the like button or leave comments. It's entirely your choice, but it is very much appreciated when you do. And it's great to see other people out there in the community, and I have been watching other people's videos and at times posting a few little comments here and there in the same fashion to give support and encouragement, to say what wonderful jobs that other people do, and all of us that do this hobby, and the time that we spend invested in this, and the money for the passion and the love of doing these sci-fi kits. So a big shout out to everybody for doing that, and keep going, guys. Keep going. Whatever project you're working on, keep going. Remember, you'll get to that point halfway through, as we all do, where you think, oh my God, am I ever going to get this finished? Started to lose a bit of faith here, but as we can see, the end result is what it's all about. Yeah, very good. There we go. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. I'll let you all get on. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be back soon with another build series in the works. That's coming up in the works. Also, the little tutorial video I've been promising with regards to how I build the circuit board for my models here. It's nothing fancy, as we saw, but it just gives the little flashy lights. But there we go. You take care, everybody, and I'll look forward to seeing you all and hearing from you all again very, very soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.